Guys, I'm back with another video. For me right now, it's 6 hours. 6 hours until it is 2026. Okay, so this time we're going to be ranking martial arts by effectiveness, like in a street fight, you know. Okay, so Aikido. No one's going to be carrying around a sword in the middle of a street, so that gets an automatic D. Bahi Kwan. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that type of style of fighting, so I can't, we'll save that for later. Okay, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now, half the time when you're doing a street fight, it's going to go down to the ground. So I'm going to say BJJ should be, I think, an S. Bare knuckle boxing. So, bare knuckle boxing and boxing in the streets would just be the same thing. So we're going to take, boxing and bare knuckle boxing, let's just say, is the same thing in this part. So, for boxing, bare knuckle boxing, I feel like it should be going in A because you're usually going to start with your fists in fighting. Mongolian wrestling. Okay, I think I've seen a couple of videos of Mongolian wrestling, and I think it's pretty effective. Like, pretty effective, but not, like, better than, like, mid, but still around there. So I'm between an A and a B, but I'm going to put it in a B. Now, capoeira. Just know, you're not going to use your little sissy moves on me. It's not effective at all. Like, maybe in a jungle gym, but no, not in a real street fight. You could be halfway through your cartwheel and it'll just take you down. Now, catch wrestling. I don't think I've really seen much of it, but from what I remember of seeing it, I'm going to put it next to Mongolian wrestling. Danbe. I don't even know what Danbe is. Dim Mak, never heard of it. So some of these are just going to be I've never heard of it, or it's just trash. Okay, so we have Greco-Roman wrestling. So I think this could be traditional wrestling, I think, maybe. But I think I've seen a couple different wrestling videos. I think I've seen this before. So from what I remember, this is basically just traditional wrestling, right? I think. So if we're saying it's traditional wrestling, I'm going to put it at a solid A. Solid A. Hapkido. Okay, so Hapkido. Hapkido is pretty interesting. I haven't watched too many videos on it, but to me it doesn't seem too effective in a street fight. So I'm going to say B. No, C. Sorry. Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, so BJJ and Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Jiu-Jitsu is kind of the same thing. So I'm also going to put it in a solid S. Now, Jeet Kune Do. So Jeet Kune Do is Bruce Lee style of fighting. So it's almost like Taekwondo, but it's way more advanced. So I'm going to put this at a solid S. Because kicking is to me, kicking would be very effective in a street fight, because especially with the quick kicks, that's going to catch them off guard. Oh, when I see red, it's done. Or when you see my foot to your face, it's done. You're done. Now, judo. Judo is basically just a low-grade jiu-jitsu, so I'm going to put it at an A. Never heard of this. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Okay, Kyokushin Karate. Okay, so this is better than karate. It's a lot more, how do I say it? Not stylistic, but like very more effective. So I'm going to put this at solid A. No, solid S. It's better than just boxing. Karate, I'm also going to put it at an S. I've never heard of Casey. Kisai, never heard of it. Kickboxing. Kickboxing is great for a street fight. You're destroying your opponent if you have kickboxing, so I'm putting that all the way up in S. Krav Maga. Okay, so I like how they do it, how you use your own opponent's weight against them, but it's the whole like disarming your opponent. I feel like that's kind of bullcrap, so I'm gonna put this at like a B. Okay, Lamb, Senegalese wrestling. I don't know what that is. That's the one I don't know. Leslie, I've never heard of it. Okay, Lucha Libre, never heard of it. Okay. MMA. Not really a martial art. It's just mixed martial arts. So it depends what you have. So like if you have boxing and like, where is it? Taekwondo. If you have boxing and Taekwondo, perfect. If you have Muay Thai, Taekwondo, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're a great fighter. Like, even if you have all that plus wrestling, bro, you're unstoppable. So MMA has to go in an S. It's just an automatic S. Okay, Muay Thai. Muay Thai is, I think, it's, how do I call it? What do I call it? What do they call it? It's kind of like a version of kickboxing. So it's like a class of kickboxing. So kickboxing is American Muay Thai. Muay Thai is kickboxing, but from Thailand. I think Thailand's Muay Thai is a lot more stronger and hard hitting than kickboxing. Kickboxing is more focusing on your punches and kicks, and like, it's more speed. But Muay Thai, they focus on strength a lot, and and elbows, knees, and kicking, punching. That got everything in the game. Except I don't think I've seen them do grappling, so I can't say that they have that. But in the long run, I would not recommend doing Muay Thai, because in the long run, when you do all that conditioning to your body, it's going to screw up your body when you're older. So I would not recommend actually doing it. But we're not ranking it based off of the long term. We're basing it off of street fighting. So in a street fight, Muay Thai is perfect. It dominates. Pankration. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Sambo. I've heard of it. I think I've seen a video of it. I've only seen one, so I can't really judge too much, but I'm gonna put it at a B. Sanda, never heard of it. Savate, never heard of it. Shaolin Kung Fu. I don't think it really does anything. Never heard of it. Sumo would not help in a street fight. Like, yeah, you're pushing down your opponent, but you're not really gonna, like, what do you do then? You're not gonna beat them up. I don't know how you would. I don't think sumo would actually help with that. Sistema, never heard of it. Tai Chi, doesn't help at all. No. It's, like, you could be an old man practicing random fighting moves in your backyard and be better than Tai Chi. Yeah. Taekwondo. I'm gonna be a little bit biased because I do Taekwondo, but I honestly think it would be really effective in a fight because, they have really powerful and quick kicks, and it'll catch people off guard and everything. It's just they get put to the ground, not so good. But if you try to do a takedown, they'll just snap kick you right to your nose and break your nose. So I think Taekwondo would be pretty effective in a street fight. Tang Soo Do, never heard of it. Nope. Okay, Wing Chun was literally just the same thing as Tai Chi. ineffective, does absolutely nothing in a fight. Never try Wing Chun Tai Chi or Shaolin Kung Fu or like sumo wrestling in a street fight. It's not gonna do anything. Like you could come in with that sumo, and then if your opponent does Muay Thai, they'll just hit you with an elbow into your nose, and then you'll fall down, and you're so fat that you can't get up. Tai Chi, Wing Chun, same thing. Rice is rice. You're just fiddling with your hands, just playing with your pencil. Well, it's like the same thing as playing with your pencil in class. You're just fiddling with your hands, not paying attention to the actual fight. You're just gonna get knocked out. Shaolin Kung Fu is kind of the same thing. You're not really doing much. Zui Quan. Oh, Drunken Fist. Okay, Drunken Fist. I've seen it work in some situations, but I don't think it would always work because you're focusing on being acting to be drunk. So if y'all don't know what Drunken Fist is, it's basically just like acting like you're drunk and then just completely beating up your opponent. But I feel like they could catch you off guard because you're focusing too much or wobbling and doing your crappy footwork like that you can just get Mike Tyson uppercutted or hooked right to the side of your face, and then you're gonna fall down. So I would give it maybe a between an A and a B. But if you're just doing it in a street fight and your opponent doesn't know much about fighting, it's probably gonna be an A. Now back to Bahi Kwan, whatever it's called. I don't think I've ever heard of it, so I can't really judge. So D. Well, thank y'all for watching the video and hearing my opinion, hearing me out on why I think some of these things like martial arts are sissy, like Aikido, Capoeira, Tai Chi, Wing Chun, and Shaolin Kung Fu. Same with sumo. It's not even considered a martial art. And then like the best ones are Taekwondo, Karate definitely, like Kyokushin too. Muay Thai and kickboxing dominate. Jeet Kune Do, oh my gosh, dominate the whole thing. Same with MMA, because it's not really fair. You know almost every martial art, or you know multiple. BJJ and Jiu-Jitsu. And then Judo is just a low grade. And yeah, thank y'all for watching, and peace. Have a happy new year.